It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here now to get us started is Logan Cook, and we are underway on a Monday night. Taken about 7 yards deep, and no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Throwing on first is Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. He'll have a first down past the 40. That'll be caught. Rager with it. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
The tackle made.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 44, Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
At the 46-yard line.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he's got some space here. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
This is intercepted. Picked off near the 42. The 30. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Throwing on second down. Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Calvin Ridley, 55 yards. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
20-yard line.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Now Saquon Barkley, a man who played collegiately here in the Keystone State. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing, Jones. And that is incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Trying to get the ball to his tight end in the center of the field where he runs a lot of his routes and ostensibly is extremely comfortable. He was hoping he'd find a seam and a big gainer to go along with it, but that one was incomplete.
To throw on 3rd down, Jones. It's caught. Shepard. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
The tackle made.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 11 yards there, 1st down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, Fooled him with the inside run.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Carried by number 24.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Eagles' 35-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Brought down at the 30.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
The ball carrier.
That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to...
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great effort there with his 1st career touchdown in his 1st career game. And the Giants have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Giants 14, Eagles 7.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
5-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
He's tackled at the
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. This ball complete to Rager. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Shotgun now for Wentz. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Julian Love picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 3-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And now nothing but green ahead of him. 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Giants 21, Eagles 7.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Wentz. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it, couldn't get it. And it's second down. Now they try the right side here. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Now a handoff looking right. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That burst good for 20 and a first down. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that, but I think that they were right about this one.
On 1st and 10, Jones. Catch made by Slayton. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
And 4 at the 28-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now they try the right side here. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
The tackle made by...
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
For Evan Ingram. Incomplete.
So the Giants now are going to turn it over to their field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And this one is right down the middle. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
At their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will make it into the end zone, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Second and 6, just inside the 30. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Jones to throw on 3rd down. Got a man, Slayton. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
New York.
Now a handoff looking right. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now they try the right side here. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Now Jones. And that is incomplete. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop, because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. But sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker. Try
and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Here's Wentz to throw. That's out to Chubb, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Wentz now to throw. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Wentz. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Their own 16-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And again this time to the tailback. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Giants.
Now they try the right side here. Space to maneuver at the 40. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Jones. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, fourth quarter. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
At the 47-yard line.
Throwing now is Wentz. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. Was looking for Ridley again, and now it's 3rd down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. Now a handoff looking right. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right.
The Pro Bowler Fletcher Cox there to get him down.
2nd and 10.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones, he lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off near the 32. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
The Eagles
they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door,
it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Wentz. His throw incomplete. Watkins the intended receiver, and now it's 2nd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sideline.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 11, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley, and he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Again, it's Barkley. And a healthy gain of 8 here. They double their workspace out to the 16.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The Giants on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Jones. That's complete to Slayton. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And a return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. To throw is Wentz. Hurts over the middle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Now Wentz. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. Pretty solid coverage there by the All-Pro Richard Sherman. Able to get a hand in. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. He's going to let it fly. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. He was looking for Watkins that time, and it's 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
Again, it's Wentz. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Wentz now on 1st down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Now 2nd and 6.
Now Wentz again. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Wentz to throw again, and that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. On 4th down, here's the option. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit.
This is what I love about calling these games. 4th and goal. This is all about leverage, who wants it more, and who's going to get it done at the point of attack, the line of scrimmage.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for the Giants, it'll be a happy trip home as they start the season with a road victory here on a Monday night. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Lambeau to take on the Packers. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Seattle Seahawks. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole